Students, now today we'll start from question number 4 of exercise 7.1 chapter fraction. Now in question number 4 we have what fraction of a day is 8 hours. So what fraction of a day is 10 hours. That means we have to convert the day into the hour form. So the first thing that we have to write is there are 24 hours, isn't it, in a day? And how many hours we have? So we have 8 hours, isn't it? It is given in the question. So what will be the required fraction then? Hence the required fraction would be out of 24 hours. How many hours we have? 8. Okay, and if you want to reduce this fraction, you can do it. 8 ones are 8, 8 threes are 24. So we can give our answer in this format also. That is 1/3. Okay, I hope all of you have understood. Now let's move on to sum number 5. Now in question number 5, we have what fraction of an hour is 40 minutes. That means we have to convert the hour into the minute form. Fine. So what fraction of hour is 40 minutes? So we know that 1 hour is equals to 60 minutes, isn't it? We know that 1 hour equals to 60 minutes. And how many hours we have? We have 40 minutes, isn't it, in the question? So therefore the required fraction would be what? So required fraction would be out of 60 minutes you have how many hours? How many minutes? 40 minutes. So now we will reduce this 2 zeros. Now 2 twos are 4, 2 threes are 6. So your required fraction would be 2/3. Okay, now let's move on to sum number 6. Now in question number 6, it's a big question but very easy. Arya, Abhimanyu and Vivek, okay, normally they share their lunch. Arya has bought 2 sandwiches. Fine, 2 sandwiches he has bought. That is one made of vegetables and one of jams. Okay, so 2 vegetables are there. 2 sandwiches are there like this. 2 sandwiches are there. Okay. Now, the other 2 boys, that is Abhimanyu and Vivek, forgot to bring their lunch. Now, what Arya has decided that he will share his tiffin with those 2 friends. Now, Arya agreed to share his sandwiches so that each person will have an equal share of each sandwiches. Now Arya is deciding how exactly he will divide the sandwiches. Okay, so what he did is that he has taken one sandwich that is made of vegetable and put it over the sandwich which was made of jam. Fine. Now he has to divide it. Now it's looking like this. Now if he is putting this sandwich over another sandwich, then it will look like this. Isn't it? It will look like this. Now we'll take this whole part, the combination of 2 sandwiches as a whole. Now Arya is thinking how exactly he has to divide so that each of his friends, including him, should get the equal part. Okay, so it's easy. So how many friends are there, including him? 3, isn't it? There are 3 persons. So we have to divide the entire thing into 3 equal parts. Understood? Now he will give one part, he will break one part and he will give it to Abhimanyu. Another part he will give it to Vivek, and the last part he will keep it for himself. Fine? So this is what the question is all about. So what is the first question they have asked? How can Arya divide his sandwiches so that each person has an equal share? So what is the first answer that we write? The first answer he will write is, that is, Arya has divided. So we'll write Arya has divided the sandwiches Okay, the sandwich into how many parts? Into 3 equal parts. Equal parts. Okay, equal part. 3 equal part. And why he has divided the sandwich into 3 equal part? So that each person should get an equal share. Okay, so this is the solution of sum number A. And in sum number B, we have what part of the sandwich will each boy receive? So the required fraction will be what? Therefore, each boy will receive what part of fraction? That means how many total parts were there? 3. And how many parts was received by each student? That is only 1. Out of 3, only 1 part was given to Vivek, 1 part was given to Abhimanyu, and 1 part was written by Arya himself, isn't it? So what is the fraction for each boy? That is 1 out of 3. Okay, boys. Now let's move on to sum number 7. Now question number 7. Question number 7, we have one character, Kanchan, dyes dresses. That is a sort of a business that she does. Now she had to dye 30 dresses. Out of 30 dresses, she has so far finished 20 dresses. Now what fraction of dresses she has finished? Now the first thing that we have to write, the total number of dresses Kanchan has to dye. So the total number of dresses Kanchan has to dye. That is what? 30. And what is the number of dresses that she has finished? So we'll write that also. So number of dresses she has finished. That would be what? 20. So what will be the required fraction? Out of 30 dresses, she has finished 20. So what will be the required fraction? So the required fraction would be, always the total number is represented by the denominator. Fine. So total number of dresses that she has to dye is 30. And out of 30, how many she has already finished? 20. So this is what they are asking. So now reduce this to zeros. So the final fraction will look like 2 upon 3. So this is your required answer. Question number 7. Now let's move on to sum number 8. Now in question number 8, they have asked, write the natural number from 2 to 12. Okay. From 2 to 12. Okay. So from 2 to 12, we have to write all the natural number. That is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. Fine. So these are all the natural numbers which comes in between 2 and 12. Now what is the next thing they have said? What fraction of them are prime numbers? Now among them we have to see that which are the prime number, students. Okay. So the how many prime numbers are there? So we will write it down. Number of prime numbers. That means which are the prime numbers? So 2 is a prime number, 3 is a prime number, 5 is a prime number, 7 is a prime number, and 11 is a prime number. So what is the prime number? The number which can be divided by 1 or by itself only. Okay. So how many prime numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exactly. Now, so number of prime numbers is equals to what? 5. Absolutely. Now, what is the next thing? We have to find the fraction of the prime numbers. So what is the total numbers? So now count it. How many total numbers are given? So now total numbers is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right. So there are 11 total numbers. Now out of 11, how many prime numbers? 5, isn't it? So therefore what would be your required fraction? Your required fraction would be out of 11, 5 are prime numbers. Okay, I hope that you people are understanding. Now let's move on to sum number 9. So 9 is very similar to question number 8. That means again you have to write all the natural numbers between 102, that is 102 to 113. Fine, so you have to write all the natural numbers. So that would be 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, then 110, 10, 111, 112, and then 113. So the first thing that you have to see is how many total numbers are there. Fine, the total number of natural numbers. So we'll write total number of natural numbers. That is how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 numbers are there. Now, number of prime numbers. Number of prime numbers. Now you have to again find which are the numbers which are prime number. Now it is a little difficult, but I will help you out with this. So number of prime numbers. So how many are there? So the first prime number is 103, students. 103. Then I believe 107. Then I guess 109. Okay. And then it will come 113 itself. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. So these are all the prime numbers. So you can write there are 4 prime numbers are there. Okay. So out of 12 natural numbers, there are only 4 prime numbers. Fine. So what will be the required fraction? So therefore, the required fraction would be out of 12. How many prime numbers? 4. Now can we reduce this? Yes, we can reduce this. 4 ones are 4 and 4 threes are 12. That would be 1 upon 3. Okay, that would be 1 upon 3. So now let's move on to sum number 10. So in question number 10, we have some figures given. Okay, there are altogether 8 figures, 8 circles are given. Fine. So what fraction of these circles have x's in them? Fine. So how many circles are carrying x inside them? So what is the first thing that we have to write? The total number of circles. So total number of circles we have to write. Total number of circles. That is what? 8. Fine. And how many circles are carrying x in them? So you will have to also write that. So number of circles having x in them. That will be what? 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 4 circles are carrying x in them. So now what will be the required fraction? Very easy. So out of 8, 4 are carrying x marks inside them. So therefore, the required fraction will be what? Out of 8, how many are carrying x mark? That is 4. Now reduce it. 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8. So our final answer would be 1 upon 2. Okay. So now let's move on to the last sum of today's session. Now question number 11. So question number 11 is also very, very easy. Okay, so what we have in question number 11. Now Christine received a CD player for her birthday. Fine. So nowadays these things are absolute. Actually we don't see all the CD players and all. Now she bought 3 CDs from the market and received 5 others as gift. Okay, so the first thing that we have to write that how many number of CDs Christians bought from the market. Okay, so the first thing, number of CDs Christine bought Okay, Christine bought, that would be equals to what? 3. That is equals to 3. Okay, and how many CDs she has received? So number of CDs received. So we will write number of CDs received as a gift. That will be what? 5. Now all together, how many CDs she is having then? So what is the total number of CDs now we will write? So total number of CDs, isn't it? Total number of CDs Christine have. That is equals to what? 3 plus 5. That would be equals to 8. Now 8 CDs she is having. So what is the question they have asked? Now what fraction of her total CDs, that is total CDs, she buy, and what fraction did she receive as a gift? Okay. So what fraction of CDs she bought? So the first thing we'll write fraction of CDs. So we'll write fraction of CDs she bought. That means how many CDs she bought? That is 3. Out of 8, she has bought 3 CDs from the market. So what will be the fraction? Out of 8, 3 CDs she bought. Now fraction of CDs she received as gift. So out of total, that is 8, how many CDs she has received as a gift? Obviously 5. So the required fraction will be what? 5 by 8. Understood? So it's very, very easy question. So that's it for today's session, boys and all of you. So take care. Thank you so much. God bless you all and stay blessed.